Hey, hey, good morning, everyone. If this is your first time ever joining one of our live streams, my name is Kelly Roach, and I have with me Kyrie Var. I'm the founder of the business advisory that specializes in helping 7 and 8 figure founders to put rapid growth systems and teams in place for scale. And I'm so excited to be here with you today, Kyrie. How you doing today?
I am good. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And as you're joining us, say hello in the chat so that we can see you. Excited to be here and to talk about this amazing event, Kelly.
Absolutely. Me too. So, just to share with everyone, obviously we help people to install systems for scale in their businesses. And this relates to your go to market strategy as well as how you're building an autonomous and self led team. And every year we have a few events that we hold that are really like pinnacle highlights of the year to help people to solidify their strategy, to up level their mindset, to really mastermind and consume power packed content that is going to springboard their businesses forward. And typically, we do one international trip per year. Last year, we went to Costa Rica. This year, we are headed to the Bahamas. And we are so excited about the people that are going to be in this room. We have leaders of all walks of life from around the globe that are going to be joining us, all different business types, all different industries, but with one focus and goal. And the focus and goal is growth. And that is what we specialize in helping people to do in a highly customized way. So this is not a business growth conference. This is not a large scale event. This is not a celebrity puff event where you go and take pictures, but you don't really leave with anything that changes the game in your business. This is an intimate and curated, very high level and strategic mastermind for business owners between $2 and $20 million that want to up level their strategy, their mindset, and their approach to both team building and sales and growth optimization, while putting a focus on holistic life integration. And what do I mean by that? Making sure that you build your business model in such a way that you're able to prioritize things like your health, your family, other hobbies and interests that you have beyond the business. And that is why we focus so much on helping you to build autonomous winning teams, because it is truly the team that is behind the dream. And what we're the best at is helping people to understand, what kind of team do you need? How do you get the right people in the right seats? How do you grow them, develop them, elevate them, and lead them so that they can become leaders inside your organization in order to grow? So, Kyrie, let's
Yeah,
give them a little bit of the breakdown of the who, what, when, where, and why of this trip that we have coming up in the Bahamas, so that the people that are viewing this video can know whether or not they should be one of the people in the room for this event.
absolutely. And I'm actually going to start with the why, because when I look at the CEOs that we work with, people who are, making multi-millions and looking to add multi-millions to their bottom line, the reason why they show up to these events is multifold. Number one, it gives them a focused environment, right? Like the thing is, when you're running your business on the day to day, you're spending all of your days, most probably, just try to take care of fires and crises and problems, etc. So being in a mastermind setting in person like this in the Bahamas, where people cannot come and find you, most probably, is
Yeah.
that you to be in a focused environment where you can think about things long enough to actually come up with solutions that are going to move
Yeah.
the needle big time. So that's one of the reasons why our clients have been coming to these events. We do three every single year, and they're coming every single time, and even bringing their leaders to these events, because that is where they uncover what innovation is going to look like, what
Yeah.
scaling at the next level is going to look like, etc. So focus environment where you actually have thinking time, real valuable thinking time, undisturbed, is the first one. The second element that is the reason why they show up to these and really look forward to them is the hands-on workshops and activities that we do, and where they get real real-time one-to-one feedback from our experts. So you could be doing coaching right now. You're doing it maybe online, virtually. You have a mastermind virtually, etc. But there's a difference between trying to execute and workshop things in a virtual setting versus being in the room with the experts that are teaching you the things where you're doing the doing, like for example, building your business model or looking at how you can reduce operational waste in your processes. And you have a Lean Six Sigma black belt with you at the table, giving you real-time feedback. It is so much faster. It is so much more immersive, and you get to your results much faster, right? So those hands-on with one-to-one feedback are huge. And the reason why we don't make these events huge as well is to keep that intimacy to where you can get time with us and with each other during the event. Networking is a huge one. I mean, people always say it is very lonely at the top, and it is true, partly because people are extremely busy, but also because there's not a lot of CEOs operating at that level that you get to meet on a day-to-day basis. Well, now being in an event that is exclusively for people who are at that level, 2 million plus in yearly revenue, and facing the same problems and the same issues and solving the same situations on a day-to-day basis will allow you to really grow your network with people who are having impact, who are thinking similarly, who are developing tools and leading markets the same way that you are in your industry. So it is a huge networking opportunity to be there. And then finally, just the well-being. Some people come there because they know that after the few days of really working hard, they get to extend with their family or with their spouse or with their team members just to be taking care of themselves and recharge, right? So those are the 4 main reasons. And so if one of those feels appealing to you, I would just suggest that you post in the chat here, Bahamas. We can give you the details and connect with you and see if this is going to be a great fit for you. Now, in terms of the content, Kelly, I don't know if you wanted to add something to that first before I dive into what we're going to be doing.
No, I think that's perfect, Kyrie. I mean, that is absolutely true. And each person chooses their own adventure and why they're coming and what they need to get out of it. But I think the key point that you emphasize there is getting in the room with leaders that are already doing $2 to $20 million plus, and actually building relationships and a network, but combining that with the opportunity to get one-to-one consultancy multiple times throughout the event. So this is not a conference. This is not a large scale event. This is a very intimate closed door session for elite business leaders. And you get both the combination of the group workshopping, of the content in the sessions. But the thing that really excites a lot of people is that they actually get one-to-one consultancy from both myself as well as our executive leaders across multiple companies in our portfolio. So I think you hit on some really key things there, Kyrie, and I would love for you to share with them like the dates, the location, which is amazing, the pricing, and the content, of course. What are they going to learn? How are they going to grow by coming and sitting in these sessions?
Absolutely. So this is going to be a 3-day event in the Bahamas from the 25th of September to the 27th. Most people who are attending are going to be there at least the day before. We have some people coming, even earlier to be able to vacation a little bit before. But from the 24th to the 28th is when you would want to be there, basically to take part in all of the activities. It's all happening at the Sandals Royal Bahamian in the Bahamas. So the Sandals Royal Bahamian, the really amazing thing, it's not only is it a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful resort where you're going to be able to disconnect from your day-to-day and really focus and be immersed in this experience. But also when you look, I'm going to share the price in a moment, but that pricing, because it is an all-inclusive resort, it includes your accommodation. It includes the 3-day event. It includes meals and transportation from the airport to the resort, drinks, etc. So if you were thinking, like many of our clients do, to bring team members, being able to know in advance how much that is going to be in terms of investment is huge. And these prices are per room. So you could have team members sharing a room if you wanted to, and it would be the exact same price. So if you are interested in this, the early bird pricing that we have is until Monday. $69.97, again, including your accommodation from the 24th to the 28th, including the 3 days of masterminding and workshopping and problem solving and all of that, including your meals and drinks and everything that we have planned for that event, and resort fees and all the things. So definitely a no-brainer. Make sure that you comment Bahamas so that our team can get in touch with you and give you all the details. And team, even if we can start putting the link from the page in the chat, that would be also amazing so that everyone can look at it. The focus for this event for our clients who are $2 million up to 20 plus, the big focus here is increasing agility and high performance in your business and in yourself as the CEO. So it is going to be an integration of business and life to where you can focus initially on, so the first day on the 25th, we're going to be spending the day understanding where to optimize agility within your business. How can we make it so that the machine that you're looking to grow is not getting heavier for you to lift at every single stage, right? And that goes back to continuous improvement. That goes back to removing and reducing operational waste. What we've seen and what I've seen in years, in almost 15 years at this point of coaching and consulting with CEOs who are running multi-billion-dollar businesses in some cases, is that as the business grows, complexity grows as well. And complexity has a cost. Errors in your operations have a cost, right? It's not just the cost, your fixed and variable cost that people typically talk about. It's all of the unseen costs from not being effective and not being productive. And so during our first day, we're going to be workshopping. It's going to be very hands-on on specific elements of your processes that you can optimize so that growth is going to be easier. Scaling is going to be easier. And our goal at the end of those 3 days is for you to actually have a toolbox that you understand how to use and that you can take back and apply with your team on different processes that you have so that you can uncover more efficiency in every single area of your business. That is the goal, all right? But we're going to not just teach it to you in theory, which we're going to apply it with you to one of your processes that you have so that you understand the nuances and you understand how to do it, exactly how to do this, and you'll have the tool for that, okay? So that is what we're focusing on day one. On day two, there's going to be a lot of time for one-on-one. So imagine you just spend a day figuring out, okay, this is one big process that's giving me a headache right now in my business, or it's not being as effective or as profit producing as I would hope to. We workshop it with you. You get to go back and think. We actually give you that morning of thinking time with specific questions that you can ask yourself, questions that you can brainstorm with your team if your team is on site, or with your team virtually if they're not on site, so that when you come back in the afternoon, we can do a lot of one-on-one sessions to help you solve issues and figure out what your plan of action is going to be. Okay. And then on day three, we're focusing that day on your agility as a CEO. CEOs tend to give a lot to everybody else, but not focus on themselves. And the thing is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Your creative energy, your ability to innovate, your ability to sustain the relationships that are important to you. We always talk about scaling without compromising what is most important to you. And Kelly, I saw that you shared a lot recently about the rate of even marriage failures at that level of business, right? Which is something that we've been seeing a lot. And that is not okay, right? So not taking care of yourself, not taking care of your family, not taking care of what really matters to you is not the way to go. So we're going to spend that day really focused on your personal health, but also all of the other important areas of your life that actually end up having an impact on your business and vice versa. I know I always say people don't have business problems, they have personal problems that show up in the business. And the other way is right, it is true as well. So day three of this event is going to be very much focused on your own performance, your own agility, and actual plan of action to make sure that as you're growing this business, you're taking care of the most important things as well.
Yeah, so powerful. Yeah. So, I mean, the best way to think about business agility is the speed and effectiveness of adaptation in your business to market conditions and the ability to create rapid growth regardless of external factors. And so, if you're watching this video right now and you would love to see your business speed up, accelerate, grow faster, run lighter, be more nimble on its feet. You want a team that's more empowered. You want leaders that can drive change, impact, and profits in your business. You got to be in the Bahamas with us. And I know there's going to be people watching this video that are like, oh, I really want to be there, but my business isn't quite at $2 million yet. Get in touch with the team, still reach out to the team. We have some other things going on that are for people that are not quite at that level. And we have some rooms that are curated for other levels because although our focus is individuals in that $2 to $20 million range, we also want to help the people that are determined to get there to get there. We want to give you that springboard. We want to give you that stepping stone. So even if you can't get in this room, that's okay. Still get in touch with the team, have a conversation, share your goals, and we'd be happy to talk to you about what we do have going on that might be appropriate given the level that you're at. But to Kyrie's point, this is an all-encompassing event where you are going to leave rejuvenated. You're going to leave with up-leveled strategy. You're going to leave with a refreshed and bigger picture mindset to grow in these market conditions. And I will tell you, a lot of people have started to use these sessions actually as they're almost like quarterly team meetings to spring their entire business forward. So if you're watching this video and you would love for your leaders to play a bigger role, or you would love for your power players or your top producers to make a bigger impact in your business, this is really the type of opportunity that you and them having that time in person, learning, growing, and strategizing together can be the difference maker in your business this year. We do one of these international events a year. One international event a year. As I mentioned already, this year, our international event is the Bahamas. This is also our last event for 2024. So if you've been watching the business advisory and you've been interacting with the team and you've been hanging out in our ecosystem for a while and you're like, man, I would love to work with those guys. I'd love to see what it would be like to work with those guys. This is an opportunity to kind of test drive that relationship and really get a feel for what it is like to work with us, so that as you're planning and strategizing for who you want to do mentorship with, coaching, masterminding in 2025 and beyond, you can really get clear on whether or not we are the right strategic advisory group for you. Okay. So it's a little bit of play. It's a lot of work, but it's hugely inspirational. It's hugely transformational. And I will say that, one of the things that's really unique about the business advisory is that we are a team of leaders, strategists, advisors that come from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life. Many of us have corporate, Fortune 500 and large scale backgrounds. Each of us is a little bit different. Kyrie actually consulted for billion-dollar companies on project management, where I came from, one of the number one companies in its category, ranked on the stock market as a leader in the Fortune 500 space. And so what that means is you're not only getting the most cutting edge strategy in the online space in what works today with social media, email list building, and your go-to-market strategy in the now, but you're also getting the timeless strategies that are missing from virtually every online space that are absolutely essential to build a sustainable, profitable, and scalable business. And so you're going to get a very unique blend in this room that you really can't get anywhere else. And the final thing I'll say about that is, these events used to be accessible only to people in our Legacy Leaders Mastermind. We're now giving people an opportunity to come and invest to be in this room so that you have an understanding of what the Legacy Leader Mastermind is, so that you can understand whether or not this is a fit to take that next step. It is a very limited room. I think in the Legacy Leaders room right now for the Bahamas, we probably have room for, what would you say, Kyrie, maybe 7 to 8?
Yes, exactly. I was
7 to
going
8
to say
more.
7. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So we have about 7 spots left. And here's the really cool thing. We're giving you a discount until Monday. So if you're watching this video and you have interest, you can actually get a discount on your event ticket and pricing through between now and Monday. So definitely take advantage of that. And it's going to give you an opportunity also to have a springboard going into 2025. I think that this year has been a year of a lot of change. It's been a year of needing to do a lot of adaptation. A lot of business owners really need a core reset to build momentum going into Q4 and really finish the year strong so that they're setting themselves up for the new year and really have an updated strategy. And that's the biggest thing I would say. Like, we want to jolt you out of your comfort zone and get you out of your rut and really help you to update your strategy so that it actually matches the market that you're operating in and matches not just where things are, but where they're going. And so that is going to give you a true advantage coming out of this event, unlike anything else that you can experience.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I know I hear a lot just talking to multi-million-dollar business owners is like they're tired of being in a room where they're the smartest person, where
Yeah.
they're the person that everyone turns to. Well, this is not one of those rooms. This
Yeah.
is a room where no matter what you think you know, you're going to uncover things that you didn't know you didn't know. It always happens, number one, because of the caliber of the people who show up there, but
Yeah.
also the fact that people are from very different industries, from physicians to accountants to interior designers to people in construction. It's all over, right? And
Yeah.
so what might be something that is normal in one industry might be totally innovative as a way to do things and as a way to accelerate things in your industry. So
Yeah.
being able to be in a room where you can have those high level conversations around solving big problems and having people who are similar mindset, who are thinking the same way in terms of where they want to get to, who have similar values as you, helps you uncover the stuff that you did not know. And that is why every single time, and as I said, some of these people have been coming to these events year after year after year after year because they always come out of it with a huge thing that helps them innovate big time, and it just accelerates their results. So again, this one is our last one for this year. 2024 has been a year of big changes. No matter what industry you're in, you're probably looking at it like, what happened to this market? And it gets so different from where it was 6 months ago. And
Yeah.
things are going to continue to fluctuate
Yeah.
very quickly like that, right? So don't expect things to calm down. They won't. But what you can do is set up your business in a way that it's going to be agile no matter where things go, which is really
Yeah.
hard to project right now. But no matter where things go, your business is going to be able to not only survive, but thrive in that market.
Yeah.
So that is what is going to differentiate the people who make it and the people who don't, just like every
Yeah.
time we've been in this economic cycle. So make sure that you reach out to our team, comment Bahamas, or RSVP on the link on that page so that we can get in touch with you, give you the details, make sure that this is the right fit. And don't forget that Monday is the last day for the early bird. You might as well save some money while you're at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's what I would say. If you're inspired watching this video and you're not even sure whether or not the Bahamas is right for you, but you're like, you know what? I think I need to change up who I'm getting mentorship from. I need coaching. I need to up level my strategy. I want to grow faster. I want to break through this income ceiling that I'm stuck at. Get in touch with the team. You can comment Bahamas and book a call, even if you don't want to come to the Bahamas. You just want to learn how you can mentor with us. Okay. So yes, come. I see Family First wants to be
Family
there with us.
first.
Absolutely come. And what I would say is if you're watching this video and you're not sure whether or not this is the right room for you, I would still book a call with the team because obviously there's other ways that we can support you. But if there's a way that you can make this happen, like dig deep and do it, because to all the things that we shared here today, it is truly going to serve as the pattern interrupt that you need, the space for strategic thinking, the up level in your strategy, the reset mentally and physically and spiritually that is going to set you up to up level and just spring forward in your business. And that's what we're the best in the world at doing, is helping to facilitate that. So we can't wait to see you there. Again, comment Bahamas on this video if you want to chat with our team about the opportunity. You can save $1,000 when you get your ticket by Monday, which is a couple days from now. So you definitely want to chat with our team today to see whether or not it's a fit. And we look forward to seeing you there. So thanks for spending some time with us today. And feel free to post on the thread that you see this video on with any and all questions that you have. And looking forward to partying with you, growing with you, learning with you, and supporting you in the Bahamas in September. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.